And welcome to my orchid jungle. And we are in the main portion of my collection, really. And I haven't been here in a few days, and pardon me if you can't hear me. I don't have my tripod or not my tripod, but and I don't have my mic. So pardon me if I am not being heard. But as I said, this is the first time I've been here in a couple days, and unlike down south where my other collection is, other part of the collection, I should say, because it's all one collection. Down there, it got plenty of rain, lots of rain. And up here, which is about 20 some odd miles away, there was no rain. So I am going to water today. And this is my somewhat of an ICU. A lot of these plants are suffering with scale, and so I'm keeping them isolated from the rest of the plants. This is most likely my Lanciolada standard setter that's got a new growth going, so I'm gonna have to repot that and move it out into the light. I am just now looking at my orchids, my new orchids from Amazonica that I got, and it's been a few days since I've seen these, and it looks like they're still alive. This one is for sure. This is the Maxillaria, and then here is that Angora Sanderiana, and Piece de Resistance, Eriopsis biloba. Still nice in that the new growth has not gone soft and blasted as they do so often. Taking careful, extra care in only giving these rainwater, so they will get a dunking, as will my orientees that are here. My Pyratii I see is giving me a new leaf, which is great. It's peeking out in there, so that's wonderful. That shows that it is acclimating. Now, when we did have some of the storms here, it made my spikes blast, which is a tragedy almost. But, I'm into the plant and not, the plant is still alive, and, there's always later on. So that was probably because of lack of water. I'm not sure. But in any event, I am dunking it. That is my Orientees caudata that had the spikes. That's Pyratii. They are getting diffused light, as is my Rodriguezzi. See those long roots? And they are still tipped in green. This is Lanciolada. And I think this is Bracteata. No, it's Lanciolada. But I think there is a synonym, and this needs a drink as well, but because of the roots being so long, I have to put it in the bucket. But this is going to get a drink. This is my Martiana. And bear in mind, these buckets do have some fertilizer in them. The grow fertilizer specifically. So my angricoids are still looking wonderful. including this little cross here. Still doing well. Diphylla crossed with Magdaleni. And this is Magdaleni or Magdalena. And down over there that's my little florentulum, but you know, I've got another one. And my Vici and my Alabaster are still looking pretty good. This is my Cimbadella cross, and it is getting a new fan there. There's new roots, and this other, you can see those green tips. So this is acclimating well. New growth there. Nice new growth back there, which is my Mark Jones times chocolate drop. And probably because of lack of water, my Bobo, I don't see where it has put out any more flowers than that one that I saw. So we shall keep my eye on that. As well as this is my Tigrinum, which is still developing the spikes. It's Trichosynchum Tigrinum. There's spike there. Love the way that they are coming down, cascading over the leaf. It's beautiful. Higher light, but not in the middle of the day. Good drainage. Sorry it's not in focus. Tiny little thing. Hopefully you're hearing me, because I do have a habit of mumbling. But anyway, and this is the other Trichosynchum that I got from Amazonica. Starts with an M. And next to it, I rarely show this, but this is my BC Helen Park side. I got this a couple years ago, and it's always put up growths with sheaths. This is the one from last year, that brown sheath. And then there's one from the year before. And I am just hoping to see some blooms. This is Digbyana crossed with something. So maybe I'm not giving it enough highlight. But it grows pretty well. I mean, it's giving me tons of roots and it's still growing. So keep my eye on that. As well as this is my Gyrate Kiku, which bloomed over the winter and last summer. And it's giving me 1, 2. And there's a third new growth. Great. And I have it in here to give it a little more diffused sunlight, because it was outside previously. Outside the cage, I mean, and you can see how the leaves were purpling up. So I backed it off on the sun. And lo and behold, folks, my Parkinsonia is still in bloom. Still have 2 flowers on the plant. Colostylus Parkinsonianum, or epidendrum, as I like to call it. And bloomed very nicely for me. And is still continuing to grow. And there's a spent flower. I like the way that it's turned yellow. Looks like it's almost orange tint. Really nice. So let me look at these for a second. My other Trichocentrums that I got from Orchidia. This is my Lancianum. Take it down. See, and I have another one at the other place. But this is the bigger one from Orchidia. No sign of any roots. It has been changed to Lotharius, but I can't get with that name. And then next to that, I have my Nanum, which is a beauty, big. These bloom pretty small, so this is bloom size, and it is fragrant, very fragrant. So, but to green them takes the cake. Love my trichocentrums. One more thing. This is, wait, maybe that's just debris. But this is my tropical pointer, Cheetah. And it is completing its newest growth. But I'm not sure, I don't think that's big enough to bloom. So let's just forget about that. All right. That's it for in here. And out here are really just my Brassavolas cattleyas. My Nodosa Big Jim here, getting lots of sun, due for water, still putting out lots of growths from the base. All of them are really doing well, despite lack of water, but they will get it today, for sure, from me. But I am not seeing any signs of any inflorescence, just lots of nice growths. So we will keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully we will see something soon. This is my flageolars, which, loving those root tips, you see how red they are with the yellow tip. And the growths seem to have accelerated somewhat, putting out more roots. So we will see. Still waiting on some of these that have never bloomed to do something like this perennial crossed with Arcalis that I've had for many years, but some of them have are recovering, and I'm waiting on Miss George Tyler forever. But it should be plenty bloom-sized. I mean, the canes are long, but maybe it needs to be longer. I don't know. But I am waiting patiently. This is my David Sander. That is one from when I burned accidentally most of my collection. This is the one that I saved. It likes higher light, and so on and so forth. I believe that's another Martiana that's got a growth there. So, and here are some of my trichocentrums. Probably need a little bit more sun, but we shall see. There's this trichocentrum. Oh, there it is, finally seeing a new growth right there. That's is this one of my Jason Fuchs? Yeah, Trichocentrum Jason Fuchs. This is Johnsonianum. And I have another Jason Fuchs, which is here. And it looks like something ate off that new growth. But anywho, here's my Ciliare that I just got from Orchidia, doing well. And this was just recently mounted. You can see the color of the pseudobulbs getting highlight. And there's a new growth. There's a new growth coming up there at the tip. And there's one under here. And that was just recently repotted or remounted, as was this one, which is Sugita spots crossed with, I can't even read it, Encyclia green Graph's Gym. And this was just mounted, and there's a new growth. My Cordova, not really, I don't see any growths coming out. Kind of just still maturing. Those growths, and these are my resting dendrobiums. This is my Lilliflorum. And it's never bloomed for me. These are deciduous, should be giving me, actually, I saw a nubbin somewhere, but I'm not sure what it will do, if anything. I mean, it looks kind of scraggy. Here's my other, this is my Devonianum that did bloom. And here is Parkinsoniae. Okay, this is my very big Encyclia placata, and it does have sheaths, so I am expecting it to bloom. I hope so that I can give some of this to Pete 009. ... So there's that. This is my Martin Wolf. Nice new growth. There's the previous growth. There's the latest. And then there's another. Looks like there's two growths. So this is starting to take off. These want perfect drainage. Most of these out here do. This is Encyclia Edithiana, same deal. Perfect drainage. This Encyclia Cross as well. Wish my magic wand would have done something, but I don't even see it looking. Oh, there are some new roots, but no sign of a bloom. So that would be one of the first years that it hasn't bloomed. And then I've got this, which is Stellata crossed with Bellezensis. And it is growing roots, and there are growths, but there are few, not a lot. This is doing really well. This is a Prostekiah. And you can see those nice roots. I wish that it would bloom for me, hopefully soon. And here is my Encyclia Phymatochyllum, or Miltonia now. And it has matured its latest growth. You can see the sheath. And I am waiting on signs of a new growth. I really do need to remove it from this mount, but it's only been on this mount and I'm not even sure. Yeah, I guess it's attached, but hoping for signs of new growth. And this one back here, this back bulb is active as well. Again, I'm still acclimating it to the light, and it does like highlight, like Vandalite. In fact, what else is going on here? Here are some encyclias here that I got from Santa Barbara Orchid Estate. These are last year's growth, and this is another. This is this year's, and I guess. Well, I don't see any growth starting otherwise, but this bulb blasted from last year for some reason. And there's another, and here's this one. So that's that. And then up here is my Very nice Hawaiian Kaleidoscope BLC. It's a Richard Mueller hybrid. And this is recovering from big scale. And there's a growth in there. And there's a couple more growths. So it is surviving and it is recovering. So that's good. Let me see anything else before I get out of here. Here's another Prostekiah that I repotted, and here's my Catatente Leon Lichtenstein that is putting up some nice new growths and getting more and more close to giving me blooms, I'm hoping. Let's see what's going on down here. These are my Prostekiah. The cross is the indigo blue, and then there's a Miva, black comet. So these are like the cockle shell, upside down, the octopus, but they're not. They're dark. So, and this is another Prostekiah or Encyclia Garciana that has sheaths on it. This likes it cooler and shadier. What else is going on around here? Not much. Nice growth here. What is this? Martin Wolf times Lanciolada. Yeah, I guess that's all that's going on over in this section. So, anyway. That's it for me, really. My Laelia anceps, Alba. Got that nice new growth. Roots coming out. Yeah. This is something else that's doing really well. This is a Dick Pippin. And perhaps it's getting too much sun because those pseudobulbs are very much dark. So I'm gonna lower them a little bit to about there. But all in all, it's doing excellent. Yeah, I'd say it's getting a little too dark. Now this likes it highlight. This is my Dendrobium primarinum. So, and it is giving me some new growths from the base. And these are the ones from last year. Okay. Nice growth there. This is recovering from a bit of scale, as is this. Is a Copper Queen. There's a new growth. Actually, there's two growths. And here's my other Trichosynchum superbum. You can see the big mule ear. Mule ear, same as mule ear. And these are rat tail. Rat tail. Okay. Last but not least is my Bepi Phoenix Kona. It's got a growth there. Not really seeing many roots. Usually puts out a lot of roots. And this recovering beauty here is another Kuchara tropical something jewel. Pretty thing. But that's it for me. That is it. That's nice. Nice growth. And that's nice growth there on that Hippodama crossed with Small World. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. See my outfit? and styling. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Enjoy your orchids.